Spider-Man.
Note to self: re-edit intro video. Oops.
What did you do?
Well, it's too.
It's name on there, and he's not here.
Oh, no! It was on the original. The original format was 2 separate videos, and they don't upload to this new service because they're too big. So I haven't converted them and merged them yet. So I was like, I'll just do one after the other, and then it faded right into us going.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, intro real quick. It's Sunday again. You know what that means. If you don't, then you'll figure it out. We talk about figures and pop culture. Pop culture. Cool.
Cool.
Community reference.
I got that one. That one I got.
Okay, Captain. On 3D printing and stuff. I don't know. It's something
Welcome to the Shadowcast, where we talk about our 3D printing creations, which you can buy at 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗏.com or 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗏 on Instagram to check them out. And also DanLaw83, me, and are we giving yours out?
No.
Okay, never mind. Don't look for Matt.
Can't find me.
And also on YouTube, Fred, and also on YouTube, 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗏, and we talk about 3D printing and toys and toy collecting and other nerd stuff and pop culture stuff. Yeah, I just came up with a name. I said Fred.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normally Pete's here with us. He had something to do. He should be joining us later. But in the meantime,
good 2-shot then.
In the meantime, first off, so you want to talk spoilers about Mission Impossible?
Do you want to do spoiler? Well, yeah. Let me go to that.
We might as well just go right in the spoilers since we both saw it. So anyone who hasn't yet seen the movie, you're not going to want to watch this part. I didn't want to do this at the first part of it anyway.
We don't have to.
Let's not. I don't really want to go into spoilers, especially if it's the first thing in the episode, because then everyone's like, "Now, when do I come back in?"
Okay.
So
we'll drop it.
It was a good movie.
Wow, that's all you got for me? That's all you got for me? Didn't like it as much as you thought?
No, it was good. I like that they tied in other ones, but left Mission Impossible 2 out.
Yeah, that was I didn't even think of that till now. That was a bump. I love that movie. I
know you do, but it's definitely the redhead stepchild of those movies.
It is the lowest of the. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I have one complaint.
What's that?
The first 20 minutes, we didn't need any of that. It was like 2 recaps. Maybe it wasn't 20 minutes, like the first 10, 11 minutes. It was like 2 mini recaps. I was like, yes, let's go. And then it got into the deal and so they should have shaved the 10 minutes. I mean, it's a minor complaint.
I don't have any criticisms like that.
Yeah.
I feel one of the things that I think has been missing from the more recent movies is that whole big reveal thing.
There was an unexpected one in this one.
Was there?
I'll put it to you like this. When this person walks around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that would be your reaction because it's not a big deal. But to me, I was in a theater, a small town theater. So there's like 6 of us. And when he pops up around the corner, I was like, no. And then I started laughing. And everybody else is silent because I don't think it hit them who that was. So yeah, I get it.
That's fair. There was also another. I like how this one. There's a great humorous moment towards the end of the movie. Is there private chat over here?
Yes, there is. If you go to chat and then private, it'll be in there.
Oh, there's general chat too.
Yeah, there is general chat as well. Yep.
Nice. That's cool.
Fishing on SA. And look at that. Shadow Moses is watching. What's up, Pete? Mission unnecessary. Man, you finish that bitch, you get on the show, boy. I like that I can pop them up like that. Yes.
Where's the live chat?
It's under live. It's right there. It's the third tab. Can you not see it, or can I only see it?
I can't see it.
Just a small town theater living in a lonely world. Hey, that's Shadow. That's Pete, the host, chatting.
That's our third turd
from her special assignment. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I can't see that chat though. That's dumb.
Oh, I don't know that. I have not been on that end of it before. This is I saw an advertisement. I looked at the price. I said, "Let me try it out for a month," because I hate the other. And it's work. And your video's working smooth, which would be great when Pete actually shows up and he wants to show us stuff.
I mean, honestly, just make sure you keep up the just keep pulling up chat and
I have it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good movie. That part I messaged you separately was great.
I like, it was it's how I think some villains should experience. There are some villains should just experience a sudden stop. That's all I'll say.
That's too much, but okay.
No, they have no idea where I'm taking that. But I'll say this: that underwater sequence, everybody knows the submarine's involved. I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah, no, there's it's in the commercials, the trailers.
That was gorgeous. Like, it was beautifully shot.
They did a few different things with this movie that was kind of nice. Like, it's something I said before. It might not have been on the chat, but it was something. It might have been last week or the week before. But something I loved about the movie Shang-Chi,
yeah,
was the use of space in combat scenes, like on the bus.
Yes,
that was a great scene, that fight scene. But this movie also did it. We've said it before, Mission Impossible, it's always the big stunts and everything like that. And one of the things that was weird about Fallout was the stunts were relatively early in the movie. Like the big stunts for him were, well, sort of. Like the Burj Khalifa is obviously the most popular stunt he's done. But like, he did hang outside of that plane in Fallout. He did do that Halo jump, and there was actually a great interview where I saw him talking about his mentality and going through that because he had to be trained to do the Halo jump, and how there's a guy who had to stay this close with the camera while they're falling through air doing this crazy maneuver, and how Tom Cruise the whole time is thinking about how he's framing it while also figuring out like when he can deploy his shoots. Like that was a whole really cool process. Just hearing him talk about that was very interesting. And I mean, it's one of the things that's weird is like seems like it's going to be the last Mission Impossible movie. I mean, that's not a spoiler. Calling it Final Reckoning and everything like that really indicates that they're done. And he's 63. He's the same. He's older than Ian McKellen was by a few months when they made the Fellowship of the Ring. What a thing to think about, right? Like,
what?
He's 63 in 10 months, and Ian McKellen was 63 in 4 months.
Is that the Scientology doing magic?
That's one complaint I have about this movie, and just kind of Ethan Hunt, is it really feels a bit preachy with the Scientology aspect. And it doesn't even touch on it, but because it's Tom Cruise that has to be the big hero.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Like, that does irk me a bit. Is that it always comes down to him, and I'm just like, it feels a little bit of a Messiah complex.
My hypocrisy only goes so far, and I stole that line from Tombstone. But this is one of the only things that I don't have trouble separating the art from the artist, because I'm not a Tom Cruise fan. Not a fan of his.
No. No, no.
But I love this character and I love these movies. And to add one more, the only other Tom Cruise movie I own is Days of Thunder.
You don't owe Live, Die, Repeat?
Okay? 3 movies. I forgot about that one.
Suppose
is that what it's called?
I saw on IMDb that
I'm not going to read your text until you tell me what that means.
He's probably eye rolling because you own Days of Thunder.
Oh. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I'm gonna say, and he can't say otherwise.
You can't say otherwise.
Bitch. But supposedly they might be making a sequel to Live, Die, Repeat or Edge of Tomorrow as it goes by. Sometimes it said it says on its IMDb page a movie called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
I was gonna say Live, Die, Repeat, Repeat. Yeah,
yeah. Which would also solidify Live, Die, Repeat as the name of the first movie.
Cocktail's okay, but I don't give a shit about cocktail or bartending in that way, so I don't own that movie, and I don't go out of my. And Tom Cruise of the Mummy,
I didn't.
That movie sucks.
Was that them trying to?
Yes, it was going to be the Dark Universe. They were going to revive the Universal monsters. They had a whole cast list. Now, the movie came out, and I wasn't going to see it, and then like a week after it came out, they had a picture of the Dooku, I guess we're called the Dark Universe, Wolfman, Invisible Man,
right.
Mummy, and I was like, all right, I need to see this, and it's not a bad movie. It was just underwhelming. I was like, whatever. And then because that bombed, they just killed the whole thing, which I wasn't behind that.
Just from the trailer, they're making it this whole apocalyptic thing, and that's not what those movies really need to be. They never were intended to be that. Like, stop turning everything into a superhero movie is really what it comes down to.
Tom Cruise and the biopic of Tom Cruise.
But that also just kind of concerns me with franchises in general. So jumping into our next topic, yesterday we were talking about it was yesterday. I was talking about some concerns I had about the fact that they're doing an animated Ghostbusters movie while they're also doing 1 or 2 animated Ghostbusters shows.
For now,
show. I thought you were telling me, wait a minute. I was like, what?
No. One show. Okay, sorry. So they're doing one animated show and in the movie.
Okay. So, I mean, that's okay. But my concern is seeing other studios fall into the issue that Marvel has. Like, hopefully studios will learn from the Marvel Disney mess. Fiasco.
The over saturation of everything.
I know you guys like the shows, and there are a lot of people that do, but it's one of my criticisms about
it was a lot.
It's just a lot. DC is doing it too, but
I still haven't seen Daredevil, dude.
What?
I mean, I still haven't seen Daredevil, so yeah, it's a lot.
I feel that James Gunn stepping in with Warner Brothers will help them find at least some direction. But then again, I don't know. Like, I'm complaining about having shows and everything like that. Matt Reeves' Batman is outside of James Gunn's DC canon.
Did Matt Reeves leave that again? Or is that just a bullshit article?
What?
Did Matt Reeves leave the project, or was that a bullshit article?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to say it's bullshit.
Okay,
Matt Reeves isn't leaving anything.
Good.
No, he's not.
Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
No.
My bad.
No, it's all right. But I don't know. Going back to the whole thing, my concern is that having an animated Ghostbusters movie would distract from the live action one that they want to put out. You kind of assuaged my concerns a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see how we'll see how it actually pans out. I just think having such clashing mediums is a weird decision.
This is something I forgot to type out.
And yet, we were talking about Creature Commandos exists. So,
no, listen. I didn't get defensive of what you said. You have a valid point, especially when comparing it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, while I don't think that the movies were as bad as people were making them out to be, like Marvel's back, baby. Like, I don't settle the hell down. It was still a lot. Like, there's two shows that I was able to really focus in on, and it was the Shield show. I loved that show, and I know people like the very beginning was tough for a lot, and at the end, a lot of people got tired of it. I loved that show.
I watched like 5 episodes. I watched when they stopped the plane from crashing by using an inflatable raft to seal the hole, and then I stopped. And then I saw the episode with Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider, because that was a fucking good. That's when it was pushed back an hour. I think it was pushed back an hour for the darker, and gave it a little bit of a darker theme. I liked that episode, but I didn't watch anything else of it.
There is a whole B plot that, because it's at first B plot, but then it shifts to A plot. Season 3 or 4, where Kyle MacLachlan. I'm still not going to spoil it because it's whatever. I know it's like years. You basically find out Kyle MacLachlan is Skye's father, and who that character is, and who Skye is going to become. And then there is a heartbreaking scene that plays out between the two of them to end that story arc, and it still devastates me when I think about it. And there, so Shield was one. I can't believe I didn't ADD out on that one. And the other one was skip ahead. Well, okay, 3: WandaVision, and then Captain and the Winter Soldier, Captain America, the Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That one,
Captain Falcon wasn't
Captain Falcon.
Deathlock was in the show too, right? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Yeah, I was surprised when I found out about that. I was kind of surprised. There was this random comic I have. It's Iron Man and Deathlock's in it, and it's actually in. It's like the fall of Tony Stark, actually, because Venom's in the next episode, fighting Iron Man and everything. Like, yeah, I forget exactly what episode it is, but he has the Extremis also like slowly killing him in that. So it's kind of goes in the Extremis, dude. That's also why Iron Man 3 pissed me off. To be one of those guys, Extremis was something completely fucking different than what they made it in the MCU.
I don't think that is a thing. I don't remember, but I don't remember Extremis.
Hey, you want to shut up? Sorry, I was yelling at my computer.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
I clicked something on Facebook to clear a notification, and it popped up the window.
Of course. I don't think Extremis is used because of how stupid it is.
Well, no. What behind the whole Extremis?
Hey, Joe, what's going on? Sorry.
In the comic, Extremis is like this blood disease that's killing him, but it also allows the Iron Man suits to kind of take control themselves. And there's actually kind of an issue with it going rogue, which is from the trailer. It makes it look like they were doing that because like Pepper comes in and the Iron Man suit's just sitting on the couch at one point. And I thought that it was going to be an issue with
kind of going rogue. You up.
Yeah, so that's also why, because I knew we were getting the Mandarin.
I'll give you that one.
Which is long-term Iron Man villain. I mean, I'm kind of okay with them retconning that in All Hail the King or Hail to the King.
Yeah.
And then the way they handled it in Shang-Chi. But I'm going to be pretentious and keep calling it that.
Shang-Chi. I will say this just to what?
But yeah, that's
quite get on the show.
That's why that movie annoyed me.
I will say this to the original point.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
What I wanted to type out, but I forgot, was unlike the MCU and everything else trying to connect together, this animated movie is not going to connect to the universe whatsoever. In that, other than that, Ghostbusters exists. This is an offshoot.
Right.
The series is going to be connected to the universe, like Real Ghostbusters was connected in the way Real Ghostbusters was to the movie.
That's even more confusing.
Well, no, I mean, Ghostbusters comes out, animated series, Ghostbusters 2, final season of the animated series.
No,
and then
I meant the way that apparently they want to do now.
Oh, I don't even know.
Have an animated movie that's not connected to either?
Well, yeah. It's just, they're just expanding the universe without it being, it all leads to Stay Puffed. It all leads to Vigo. Which that you brought it up, which is I was thrilled about. I was like, okay, good. I don't want to. You have to see this to see the other. That we've already got that with Afterlife and number 2. And I guess technically you have it with Afterlife and Frozen Empire, because if you put in Frozen Empire and you start the movie, you go, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean they're sequential films, and that's fine. Yeah. It's just it sucks when you oversaturate it, and then I feel an animated movie is not going to be taken as seriously as a live action one. Feel it'll hurt.
No, that's probably true. I mean, I can't debate that with you, except for the Ghostbusters fans. Yeah, they'll be all right.
That's a minority. That's Sony.
Right. Oh, I know.
I mean, I don't know. Sony kept making.
No, you're right. You're scaring the shit out of me. So I wish you'd stop. But no. I think if they get the right voice cast, and if they, because I keep forgetting and I have to keep looking it up, and I'm not doing it because we're going to move on here in a second. If they keep announcing who's involved in the writing and the production of the series and the movie, that's going to get eyes on it alone. Then once you get that locked down, get a good voice cast. And I swear to God, after Frozen Empire, J. Michael Straczynski, he wasn't asking to write. He was asking, because they used some of his stories, ideas from the animated series, that he would have liked a phone call. Can you give the guy the phone call?
I feel like a dead ringer for it is to get Chris Pratt involved for a voice acting.
Other than Chris Pratt,
I think he could do it.
Fuck Chris Pratt.
Looking at his work in Garfield and Mario.
I hate what you're saying right now. I hate what you're saying. Right now. I know what you're doing, but
you know what? Rihanna's available for voice acting because she's gonna play Smurfette in that fucking movie. That trailer. There's a new Smurf movie coming out, and I think everyone in the theater just sat there and wondered why.
That is exactly the feeling I got in my theater. It was just going. People were going, huh? Yeah,
like it was crickets, and even like there was a guy 2 seats over from me, and he was just like, "What?"
I laughed there now. How I know people were going, "What the fuck?" is because there was one moment in the trailer that I laughed. Do you know which moment it was? Or do you even remember the fucking trailer? It's when Gargamel tries to get away and fly through the window, and he just gets stuck.
You would laugh at that.
It was the slapstick of it. I think it's funny when somebody goes flying and just stops. It's funny to me. But I realized I was laughing, and then I looked around going, oh, nobody else cares about this goddamn trailer. Nobody cares.
I was looking at the cast because I recognize some of the voices. John Goodman is playing Papa Smurf.
I never told Kelly
James Corden's going to be on. That's going to.
Oh, good. That means I'm not going to see it ever now. James Corden is cancer to any movie or television show.
It says no name, so I don't know exactly. That's just Google. He's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
One other thing that was funny was one of the first trailers was some new Paula Patton movie with a bunch of other people. It's called Finding Faith, and like the trailer was a minute long, and it said nothing about the movie. And when it ended, it
wait,
just said
no. Who?
Paula Patton.
Who the fuck is Paula Patton?
The chick from Mission Impossible 3.
No, Mission Impossible. She's in Ghostbusters 4. I know who you're talking about now.
Hey, the second one doesn't exist in my mind. No, you're right. Sorry. Mission Impossible 4. Yeah.
How dare you?
That's Paula Patton. So she's in that movie, and then like right at the end, that guy 2 seats over me is like, "I'm good."
Yeah, this. Who asked for this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a stupid Jesus movie. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, I was asking about who asked for this fucking Smurf movie.
Oh, yeah. It's a stupid.
We are storming Razamel's castle, and we take no prisoners. Except for Papa. We'll make sure and grab him.
Like, no, this was funny.
We're going to need help from...
He's great in Mission Impossible.
The Snooter-Poots.
Snooter-Poots? Hey!
What are they saying?
This July...
If we don't stop these wizards, it'll mean the end of the universe.
Sound effects, Marv, can you back off?
Oh, people laughed at that.
Let's go smurf that wizard up.
I'm glad nobody laughed or reacted at anything.
For an adventure that will blow you away.
Come on.
That will blow you away.
Hold on, you little smurf now.
I want to play this trailer for Kelly just to hear how angry she is.
We're here to save everything.
Yeah, this is the one time I left.
Forever.
This is the kind of thing that makes me think very bad.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's what I call a banger. Smurfs, featuring new music by Rihanna and more.
You know, just because
were funny though.
Just because you're paid a lot of money to do something
doesn't mean you should. Dwayne Johnson
does not mean you should.
I did that for you, by the way. Of course, Pete laughs at that. Blew you away, LMAO. Damn you, Pete. Are you getting on tonight at all? Should we expect you or not?
Anyway, I'm going to jump into some things that I recently received because my pile of loot.
Can we do 2 trailer reactions real quick?
Sure. What you got?
And then it's all you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Hello?
Make that bigger. Thank you.
This fucking motherfucker.
For real?
Welcome, Riri. In less than 3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is that?
Your interview. You'll suffocate and die unless you break into the device on the floor, where you'll find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
Is it just me or does the thing not like video playback?
Heard Riri Williams was a genius.
It's working great for me.
So, are you in or out?
I know him from.
I see you fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT. How come you're
It's
not
the
working
bean!
for those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable, something
Important?
iconic.
It's a brand new
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
Oh, sound like Starburst on there.
You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that. This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Oh, well, who is that then?
Do any of these little fuckers just like pop through a wall at the big cum shot or anything? It's this guy who gives tours of a ghost town. And I think you should leave. And Tim Robinson's, and he's like, and since it's after 8 o'clock, it's the adult tour, and we could do whatever the hell we want and say whatever the hell we want. And he's like, horse cock, and everyone's just like, just because you don't like the way I'm doing it doesn't mean it's not allowed or something. It's just so fucking dumb. But that's where I know that guy from.
Han is Jebediah Stane.
Huh?
That's what.
Yeah,
Pete said.
Jebediah Stane.
I don't understand what you're saying, sir. He's dead. Anyway,
real quick, being that I recognize him, it reminded me. You now know who Tramell Tillman is from Mission Impossible. He's the commander of the sub.
Oh, dude, he was awesome. That dude was awesome.
He's so good. He needs to be.
All right, hold on. Wait. I just want to. This is like 30 seconds. Mission Impossible spoiler for 30 seconds.
Oh
when he
God.
No. When he pimps in to the sub and he's like, "You want me to do this while we're doing this? You found the right man."
Oh, yeah. It's fairly a spoiler, but
well, I wanted.
I know.
Jebediah is Obadiah's son. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There was also talk about maybe bringing Cliff Curtis's character back into the MCU at some point because Cliff Curtis is in Iron Man.
Cliff Curtis.
Yeah, he's the man of ethnic ambiguity who plays people of all races and cultures. He's the anti-white. If we need somebody, we just Cliff Curtis face him.
Great day for black people of all races is the quote.
No, honestly, I'm glad that Ironheart has clearly gone through some reworks. Ryan Coogler being involved hopefully will help it. I would like it to do well because I don't want Riri to just get dismissed immediately because of Wakanda Forever. Also, that reminded me, I was a little concerned that guy with the hoodie was gonna be the Tinkerer, and I didn't realize it until I was rewatching some of the Marvel movies recently. We already have the Tinkerer. We got the Tinkerer in Spider-Man Homecoming. He's the guy who makes all the stuff for Michael Keaton. And rewatching that movie, I realized that the Shocker gauntlets are the same gauntlets that Crossbones has, except they have an electric feature on them. If you watch the movie or watch the scenes, they're the same gauntlets, and they were made by the Tinkerer. So
the Tinkerer is already there.
The Tinkerer is already there. It's just kind of funny. I trust Coogler. It's also evident that Keaton and his crew have been doing the heists for a while, but the Tinkerer never got picked up or anything like that. So I'm curious. It would be cool to see him come back in some way because the Tinkerer is a recurring character. What is also funny about that is that guy plays Rickon in Severance, and that's with Tramell Tillman. And then the pilot of the Osprey, the one woman on the right pilot seat in the Osprey, that woman is also in Severance.
Jesus Christ.
I forget her name. It's like Naomi or something like that. But she's also in Severance. So it's kind of funny.
All right. 8 years.
That's what's this? Yeah. That's how many years Michael the Vulture was up to his whole thing.
Oh wow. All right, one last trailer.
Thank you, Pete.
Son of a bitch.
Gracias, Pedro. Sí, mucho gusto.
Gracias, compadre. Oh my God. This is all me, not the system.
Wise orbs. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Please open the door for me.
Okay.
On the island we're headed to, 24 species have survived there alone.
Theme park owners did experimental work, leaving only the worst ones here.
This scene is also based off maybe inspired by
yeah,
because in the book I forget exactly what it was.
Don't see that every day or ever.
Let's go.
If we get this DNA, millions of lives are saved.
Maybe we should make this
totally
quick,
worth it.
huh?
I think it's the whole reason they're doing that.
She just kick a goddamn pterodactyl.
Don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
Yes.
That's kind of our specialty.
She's scared. She's scared of.
Come on, run!
Oh, it's an alien movie.
We're not gonna let you get hurt, okay?
Then was a source. We found it? No, it found us.
I want to see it. I'm a fan of Gareth Edwards, so I'll see it. It's going to be better than the fucking Colin Trevorrow movies, that's for sure. And also, it's a 𝗀𝗄𝗄𝗆𝗆. That's the name of that flying dinosaur. It's not.
Looked awesome.
I think it looks. I think it looks interesting. So I'll give it a chance.
I do. You mentioned the and that creature just got spoiled immediately on the next short in this fucking YouTube thing.
Oh, the Atrocious Rex?
Yeah.
Well, it sucks that figurines come out before movies sometimes because I've already seen the D-Rex action figure.
It's amazing how all secret dino labs are built entirely with glass walls.
Glass walls are cheaper than concrete ones.
Yeah, but no, this wasn't a figure. This was like a short this guy put out about the Distorus Rex. I didn't know what it was.
Distortious Rex or something like that, right?
Yeah,
I might be calling it the wrong name. It's a fucking mutant creature.
I mean, it reminded me of a xenomorph.
Yeah, the fucking big head thing. Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
No, I'm looking forward to it. It's certainly what you mentioned about the shift in genre. I like that they're going back to more of, I know it's action adventure, but the last Jurassic World movies are action adventure. Jurassic Park is shot like a horror movie.
The book has a lot more horror elements to it than even Steven Spielberg's movie.
Absolutely
into. And I'm because like realistically, it's a terrifying thing. Like, it would be absolutely terrifying.
Dude, it's not even from Jurassic Park, but because after Jurassic Park came out, you know, I started reading Michael Crichton books, and I still think about scenes from the Andromeda Strain.
I need to reread that. I read that so long ago.
In my head at 41 to this day, because it's so fucking horrific. Like, I'm not like, but it's a horror book, man.
I read that in grade school, so I really don't remember it.
I was in grade school, but so Jurassic Park came out in 93.
Yep.
It was 93.
Same year as Terminator 2.
There it was. I was waiting for that, you son of a bitch. And so that means I would have started reading Michael Crichton books 93, 94. So 10 and 11. And I do remember there's certain chapters of Jurassic Park at that age. I'm going, I don't know what the fuck I'm reading here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it was every other chapter was chaos theory nonsense. And
yes.
Like, what?
All right, skip.
and then like I reread it last year or 2 years ago. And I was just like, and I liked it, but I was like, Ian Malcolm is the worst character. And then even Michael Crichton, whatever, decided to make him the main character in The Lost World. I tried rereading The Lost World and I couldn't get through it. I was like, I liked this book at one point, but right now, God, I'm not.
I was going to say, I just remember my dad getting the second book and reading it in a day.
Yeah,
in a day.
I couldn't get into it. I read, like, dude, I read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and the other two books in that. I read them in a day apiece. They're like,
oh man,
like I literally.
Those are fucking heavy, dude.
That's what I did those days. But no, I read The Color Purple in like 3 hours. Like, I read fast. The book I'm reading right now though is White Noise. It's not a summary of our current presidential administration. Get it?
That would be called Orange Noise.
True.
Hey.
But it's called White Noise, and it's by Don DeLillo, and it's much more. It's literature, and I recommend it for book club. And I was talking to my coworker, and she was saying that she was struggling. I was like, "Yeah, this was kind of an unfair suggestion." It's literature. It's not like. Everything we've read has been fairly easy to get into. Some of it has literary elements, which I appreciated. But yeah, it's not like a murder mystery or a thriller or anything like that, which is what they really read. And like the next 3 books we're reading I'm not going to enjoy. So it's like karma.
Well, I'll never forget, reading the standard high school books, and we got to Beowulf, and I fucking sat through that book.
I need to reread the Scarlet Letter, because when I was in college, I read the Blithedale Romance, and I was like, this is a good book.
But I sat through Beowulf because I knew I was the next choice to pick the book, and I was like, I want to read Wuthering Heights.
Why would you want to read Emily Bront, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you really want to know the answer?
I'm more so asking, like, that's like what? Yeah, why do you want to read that?
The last the last line in the book are the 2 second to last songs on the Genesis album Wind and Wuthering.
Did you get anything out of it?
No, I was voted down. We didn't read it. It was my choice. They were like, "Oh, I know why," because I read it later. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I get it." But I was like, "I just want to read it for that."
Wait, did you read the book?
We're not reading this.
Did you ever read the book?
Yeah, later on I did.
Did you like it?
I mean,
did you make it through it?
I made it through it, but it wasn't written for me.
Yeah, no. It's literature. Like, there's stuff you can pick up and read for fun, and you can plow through that. Like, people like to brag. I read 150 books this year. You didn't fucking read Sound and the Fury, dude. You read a book
and you didn't retain any of it. I guarantee it.
You
Not
read
you.
I
mean
at
them.
the 8th grade level, and like honestly, I'm glad you're reading something great. But like bragging that you read half a library, if the books are shit, it doesn't mean anything. Seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, no. After I read it by myself, I was like, okay, fair enough. But yeah, this is it. Just for that line, that's it. I just wanted to read it because that's 2 songs.
I'm being a pretentious fuck right now, so we need to get Here's some toys that I recently received. I got this one. This is what's your name?
How do I switch this?
This is
there. It is.
𝗬𝗏𝗡𝗏. This is Cosmic Legions. This is the first Cosmic Legions I got. I just got it today. It was on sale on Big Bad Toy Store. I was like, I feel like I need some sci-fi characters for my what is it, 𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗵𝘁. And I also got Navan Lean, or however you say it. Just kind of.
Oh, that's cool. Let me just say, I can see all the things you're holding up clearly, and it's making this new thing worth it 100%.
Well, there's no plastic over it. I took out of that box so that there's less.
There's also no pixelation. It just looks good this time.
Okay. Yeah, this guy was also on sale, and like I said, I just needed some more generic science, like sci-fi characters for 𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗵𝘁.
Sure.
The other thing I received, actually, I got my
Oh, I'm waiting for this. Yeah.
What I got? No, I received a Pacific Rim figure today. I can't think of the studio that makes it. We actually have a new figure that they're going to be putting out soon. But I did also receive the Ramen van.
That's what I was waiting for. A van with noodles.
So there's the box. It's big. I haven't opened it yet, despite the fact that this is open. That's just from me lifting it. So I saw on Facebook people were saying it was small. And
that doesn't look small.
I said, how scaling size. And I said, how dare you put my business out there? That's not for you to determine. Hey, yo. I don't know what's falling.
That's always good news when something falls and you don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Or it won't be.
Or it won't.
So looks good, honestly. This looks very good. So it is a 1/12 scale van. There are one or two other variations. I originally had the one with there's a black one that has like a roof rack and some other details on it. Like I think it has a bit of a tail.
Man, that's sharp looking though.
It honestly, dude, this looks awesome. This looks really good in hand.
That is really good. Yeah, it looks better than the pictures too.
It's not that heavy. It's big. So we're right around 18.5 inches. It's still smaller than the stupid 𝗨𝗏𝗏 vehicle, which is an out-of-scale monstrosity. It has a sunroof, which is interesting because most vans don't, but it's kind of cool that it does. I don't really have an issue with that. Interior is basic, but looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like a van from the 80s.
Yeah, honestly, it looks almost like a U-Haul.
Yeah.
Like the controls. I was just thinking about Mission Impossible again. The control panel is a sticker. You know why I'm laughing.
I know why you're laughing.
It's basic. It's not loaded with great details inside or anything like that, but it's definitely gonna suit your need as a van. The door slides open. There's an interior.
That's great, dude.
Opens up in the back. Honestly, this is getting me really excited for the Ecto one. Like that's like by Hasbro. That's gonna be sick. Curious how that's gonna stack up against this.
Oh my god. About the same size, but longer.
Well, I'm more so mean in terms of detail and scaling and everything.
Oh, I know what you meant. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Ecto's already ahead of the game in the way where the actual lights in the dash and on the computers will light it up and blink and move. Of course, there's not that kind of crap as it in the van, so I wouldn't say it's a mark against the van. That's them. That's one of them. That's one of them travel vans. That looks so cool. It looks like a Chevy without giving away that it's a Chevy.
I was hoping that the roof would come off, honestly. The interior has a very basic, almost like your sheet metal texture.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Like where it has all the little intersecting diamonds.
Yeah.
It has that pattern, which is cool. I was hoping the roof came off. You can take it off, but you'll need an Allen wrench to unscrew it.
Oh,
but the real question is, how do figures fit in it?
Oh, are we doing a live?
I mean, I got the figures out for that reason. So this is
boy.
This is what is Cobra? This is a bat, G.I. Joe. And from what I've seen, people said that it was hard to get like their Mezcos in there, and this is pretty much Mezco scale.
Well, it's funny you asked, Pete. We're about to find out. Here we go.
Oh boy, it's gonna take some.
Uh-oh. Does anybody have any lubrication?
Oh boy.
It's in there.
I'm gonna have to turn it around. I'm turning it from a really bad angle.
Yeah. Can you slide him in from the back and put him in the front?
Probably not. The back of the seat would be in the way.
That's what she said.
It's like my dad when they were trying to
stop it.
No, my dad is 6'1", so
okay.
Suffice it to say, he doesn't fit very well.
Well, in anything, yeah.
So when my parents were like newlyweds, they were looking at getting a car, and they were trying to sell. The guy was trying to sell them on this little sporty type car, and they were saying that they could just drop the seat down to the floor to get.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay. He's 6'1", like 250. Like, you're not fitting him in that car. He's not.
Yeah, let me just get in there. Yeah, that's great. Good job.
So yeah, I'm gonna just basically say your 6.5 domestic figure won't fit in there. Next up, I have a Mayfex Spider-Man.
What am I pausing?
What?
I don't know. Pete said pause Dan.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
So
hey, Spidey van. It's a Spidey van.
Spider-Van.
Spider-Van.
It's inside. Well, Mayfex can. Sorry.
Nice.
Import figures actually look pretty comfortable in there. I don't know how well the lighting is going to show it, but like, can you see that at all? Really?
Yeah. I mean, lower. I mean, I can see that he's in there, but you'd have to light it a little bit more.
Give me a moment.
It's not your fault.
This is enticing. This is great.
Yeah. No.
Remember the first time I ever did a podcast?
I mean, yeah, he's in there. That looks good.
He's in there.
Hey, Pete, you got some lights you can borrow?
Headspace is actually decent too. Like,
that don't look bad.
No, it's not bad. I'm like, import figures, this will work for. And it's in the right scale, really, because these are like true 6-inch. But I'm just looking at him in there right now. What Mayfex needs to do is put out like a Punisher figure. But like his feet are on the pedals. His head is fully upright. He's not like hunched over in the seat. He actually looks like it would be comfortably sitting in there. So yeah, import figures, this will work. I'm actually glad I bought it, despite the fact that I primarily want to use it for like Mezcos or something like that. They won't look bad outside of it.
They won't look bad standing next to it. It'd be great. Bummer.
Like, well, that's another aspect of the scale that is important to consider is how they look in a scene, and like it looks like it's appropriately sized. The issue comes in kind of what Pete and I have talked about, and that's the seat and the lack of adjustments in moving it forward or up or down or anything like that. You could probably pull the seat off the base but you'll have to either dismantle it entirely. You'll have to take the van apart and probably unscrew the seat.
Yeah.
To put in some kind of custom spacer or something like that. The seat doesn't move backward or forward, which is something that would have been nice for them to consider, especially with the idea that so many figures are scaled differently. Like, there's not consistency across the lines. A McFarlane figure won't fit in here at all. Like, the 𝗀𝗲𝗏 barely fit in this thing. Like, I had to bend his neck, his chin down to his chest to get him to do that. But
well, it looks nice.
Honestly, it's really cool. I really like it a lot. I wish the top came off, because one of the other things that I wish it could do is have more options for interior shots. It would be nice if it had a split right down the middle so that you could take a picture from behind the seats looking in, or look into the back side of the van. You're limited to just kind of the openings that the van has on its own if you want to do any kind of photography. And then just because people might ask, the bottom is kind of generic. There's some detail there. I don't know how much time I would really spend designing the bottom of a vehicle. It's not really.
I could see somebody taking the bottom and painting the chrome and silver on it. You know what I mean?
I could see that, but like texture wise, it's a lot of negative space, a lot of space, but it's also not like the focal piece on this. And realistically, this isn't the focal piece anyway. Like,
does the hood open?
Intended as a prop or like background scenery inside of your shot. So,
does the hood open?
No, no.
Ah, boo.
The vans that I'm working on occasionally in Blender, it does open. But the other thing that comes that's tricky, and like knowing what obstacles I run into in my work trying to design a van, I can only imagine how difficult it was to get some of this stuff to work properly and fit figures in, because the whole idea of foot space in general is problematic. You're going to have the seat and the limitations of moving that, but then there's also wheel wells to consider and how much space they take in, and then how figures can't really pinch their legs that well. So there's a lot of give and take that you have to make when you're designing this kind of stuff. Before I forget, the distance inside, so the clearance is about 4.5 inches from the floor of the back of the van to the ceiling. Is that right? Let me try the other way. No.
By the way, I just wanted to confirm, and I checked it. We are live on Instagram as well. I forgot to even. Hi.
So yeah, it's like 5.25 inches from the floor to the ceiling. The ceiling is it's a little bit domed. You can't really do anything on the immediate sides because that's where this is where it connects to another frame piece, and then the back as well. But it's like 5.25 from this floor up to the ceiling, and this floor all the way in the back here is raised like 1/8 an inch, maybe 1/4 at most.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have a figure standing up in here, but there could be. See if you have a guy in the chair. Yeah, so that's really tight too.
Oh,
you can't see anything. Like, I don't know. There's limited space in the back as well. Like, you can't. In movies and shows, you always see the guy in the back, like listening in the audio. Like, you can't really do that. With this
yeah, I guess not.
So that's kind of a bummer. That's something that I kind of think about in my process of designing vehicles as well, is how can I fit somebody in like a chair in the back, and you can't. Like,
well, at least you don't have to worry about getting kidnapped in that van.
Well, a small figure will fit.
Sure.
So like the kids from Stranger Things,
right in the back,
they would fit in here.
Oh, dude, you could totally paint that black and make it, or get the black van and make it the secondary van in Frozen Empire, where they pull up at the end and have all the new packs and stuff in there.
Sorry,
Okay,
I just realized.
That's right. What's that?
Rearview mirrors.
Oh. Well, I mean, it is a live unboxing. Who knew?
Oh, I didn't realize until I was looking at the flat sides that I was missing something. So yeah, they're actually reflective, although you can't adjust them, which would have been cool.
Oh, that's.
So now I want to return it because they're not adjustable.
Nah.
No, it's cool. Honestly, I think this is one of the for being a plain white van. I'm actually glad I bought it. This is pretty interesting. I like it.
Plain white van.
Yeah. All you little Dans with your plain white vans. You should get one of these. You should get one of these so that we can say, "Damn, Danny with the plain white vans."
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, we're not.
Whoa, was it worth what, $130? It's kind of steep, but honestly, it looks great. It looks really good.
Didn't mean to do that early. Sorry.
This looks really good. If you're looking for a 1/12 scale vehicle with limited usability, nobody else is putting these out right now. Ramen Van is the only one putting out until Mattel comes out with one for wrestling. This is your only van option. Like, is that who puts out the wrestling figures? Mattel?
No, but I don't know why wrestling van.
Because they're 1/12 scale figures. So like the Slambian is a 1/12 scale ambulance. What
is the WWE figures now?
It might. I don't think it's Hasbro.
Yeah, it's Mattel.
Okay, so yeah, like they have the wrecking truck too. Like a stupid little 18. There we go. It's tough to get these in because they pivot and they snap in. But yeah, all in all, this is a really cool vehicle. I like it a lot. It's not covered in overwhelming detail. It's just a van, but like aside from the downsides of it not fitting like domestic figures inside of it comfortably, I don't know. If you're looking for a van, I think it's worth picking up. I'm glad I bought it. I'm a hoarder though, so
we'll put it on. We'll put something in there. On to the news and releases. Hey, look. Fortnite made the news, Matt.
Yeah, dude, I saw a video about this before we came on, and I was like, what the hell?
Which is ironic because, and I hate AI. I hate the use of AI. Pete and I
AI. It's not AI. Actually, no, that might actually be AI.
Yeah.
It's no more AI than like Siri is though. So
right, but I did put a clip of our interaction with Darth Vader in the video that's premiering on my YouTube channel tonight, youtube.com/Dan93 at midnight. It's on. But yes, so SAG-AFTRA is suing Epic Games for their use of AI voicing of James Earl Jones, and what I found interesting.
The late James
Earl Jones, which the family was completely okay with, but
I'm glad they checked there.
Oh, they did check, and where's the point in the article I brought up?
But how much money are they getting? That's fucked up. I shouldn't say that,
but yes, also a good point. It's not that there is a specific reason.
The reason is that it's no filter. It says anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it does. I mean, it was relatively in canon with me and Kate, but there are clips of it cursing and getting slurs and
yes.
That would be a problem.
Especially because typically Fortnite it's a kid's game. It's E for every.
It's a kid's game.
It's not really E. It's teen. It's something. It's a game that a lot of kids play. That's their prime audience. Like a lot of adults play it, a lot of teenagers play it, but kids are the ones that they want it. Like regardless of how many lawsuits there have been about it, they want kids to go in and spend all their parents' money on all the stupid stuff in there.
Yep.
Yeah. This is. I mean, this is also not their intent, obviously, but like they should have probably put a little more thought into it than having just something that you could talk to and it talks back. Although this might be like the first foray into that kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting that it immediately defaulted to the negative stuff. It's almost as if it was grok.
Or it's almost as if it was a learning machine that just
learning from
what is put into it.
Exactly. Other piece of news that pertains directly to toys.
I was at the comic book shop last weekend, or a comic book shop. I mean, not the. I don't live really by one, but
comic book shop. Damn it.
But well, it's like half an hour away, but
sure.
They were talking about that, and it's problematic, this whole thing with Diamond, because Diamond actually makes like their point of sale and inventory system.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't realize that was up there?
No, because I'm doing getting other shit ready. God forbid.
This is gonna mess with comic distribution. This is gonna mess with like local, like home-owned businesses.
What's up, Chucky? Keep
with
going.
Their point of sale inventory systems. Like this is gonna mess with a lot of small businesses potentially, because now they have to find other solutions on how to manage their stores. Never mind maintain their inventory supply and how comics are going to be distributed. Never mind all the other things that Diamond distributes. I don't know if Universal is going to give a shit, because when Disney bought Marvel, Disney didn't give a shit about the whole comic aspects, and that, to the benefit of people who never got to work with Marvel licenses, they just gave it over to IDW and all these other comic book writers and artists who never would have been able to touch the licenses. So in some ways it benefited people who never would have otherwise been able to work with it, but that's not what this is going to do.
It's very interesting because this is not connected to Diamond at all, but about a month ago I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get back into reading comics. And it was Ghost that got me back into it, which also helped me remember, oh yeah, there's a bunch of new Ghostbusters coming out with Dark Horse.
Also,
and
I need to buy the little trade of Batman New 52, 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗆 and stuff.
Well, I have the whole 𝗀𝗏𝗆.
Once you start reading Batman New 52, you're not gonna be able to stop because it's so good.
Well, here's the thing. About 2 weeks after, the supplier I was getting all this stuff from just shut down.
My God. Was it
they
Diamond?
shut down. It was a Diamond. I actually forgot the name of the place, but trying to go back and look at for comic book stores, because there's none here.
No, live in Bumblefuck, so no, there aren't.
Yeah, and there's no Bumblefuck comic book stores.
I'm just walking away.
I know. Yeah, you're good. To get these reordered, I just went back to digital like that quickly. I was like, yeah, fuck it, digital. I mean, I don't care.
Like
I have the room for it anyway.
There's the Marvel Now and everything. God.
So it was that quick. It took so. But the point is I've seen a bunch of comic book stores online that use Diamond Select toys or Diamond Comic for distribution and point of sale, as you said.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. Like Disney stopped giving a shit, so is Universal gonna stop giving a shit? I don't know. It's weird, dude.
I don't believe. Well, it's just another thing happening where
And you know what's
just
funny?
another pillar
This
going
is
away.
it's the same type of thing that Toys R Us did. It's all about them being assholes, not paying people back, not paying bills that they were supposed to pay, and just taking money. Like, it's the same thing that killed Toys R Us, dude. Like, fuck.
Remember that one manager that will rename nameless, not the one that doesn't take care of their children.
Ted Danson? Oh, a different one. Not the one who doesn't take care of their children.
You like
child?
the one
Child, better stay here. I'm going to Florida.
the old one.
Okay, yeah.
They're never gonna sell. It's fine. It's they're no. It's a. What do you read anything? Yeah. Do you read the news? Like, hello. So I'm out of here. And then I walked in, and then a week later I walked in and they were like, "Your position has been eliminated." I was like, "Oh well, I'm not a cashier. I'll see you later. Here's my 2 weeks. Goodbye." Actually, I think I gave her 1 week because I was like, "Nah."
It's been 1 week since I gave my notice. That's all. I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cool.
This thing that
This thing.
what I love about the show is Pete sends all the stuff, and now he's not here to talk about any of it.
Fish toys, horse armor.
I mean, it looks cool.
Is there another picture?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
Yeah, the horse was
The other picture,
decapitated. So
please, so that we, yeah, I want to see it assembled. I wonder if this will fit like shit. I wonder which horses this will fit. McFarlane's.
I don't have
horses.
I don't have horse toys. I don't even know how to answer that.
I have a few horses. I also have a Mythic Legions horse, but the size difference between Mythic Legions horses, like Mythic Legions, are like 7-inch figures almost. So yeah, I'm curious what scale these are going to be.
I mean, it
Or like
looks
how, not what scale, how they will scale.
they look
It looks pretty
fantastic.
cool. If it's flexible enough, it might work for either side. But like McFarlane has a horse that they put out with one of the Batman.
I liked it.
I mean, logistically, that's grammatically correct.
It's grammatically correct, but yeah, no,
But
you're
one
right.
of the Batman figures, they put out a horse. I don't think this will fit on that. Although it says for fish D20 horses, so I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me what that means. I don't know what that means.
I just read the description. I don't know how big a D20. I don't know how big a fish toys or a D20 horse is. I'm excited for this. I've been checking Ami nonstop, waiting for this to drop because I'm pre-ordering that. Their Doom Eternal figure is awesome, so I'm very excited for them to put out the Dark Ages Doom Slayer. Wonder what gun he'll come with, or guns. I'm assuming he's going to come with the Skull Crusher Pulverizer.
Thought there was another picture, but I could not find one.
No, I don't think there is another picture. I think
that's
it's
the
only
one teaser.
this. What?
I think that's the one teaser. Is that image right there?
Yeah, I don't think they put out much of anything for this other than it's happening.
Yeah,
so
they
I'm
gotta put it out.
excited.
So and then I'm presenting this like this, unless you had more to say about it. Too late.
Oh, we talked about this figure, but I don't think it was available yet. And then Pete was bummed that it's $150 on Big Bad Toy Store.
But
that's including the tariff price. But then you go to the website I sent, and boom, it's $83.
$83.
I don't know how much shipping will be, but I guarantee you. Well, no, I guess I can't guarantee you that anymore. It's still going to be less than $150. This is a pass for me, though. I don't really collect too many X-Men figures. I'm getting the Mezco line, but that's about it.
I don't know what he was. I do like the face. Looks good to me.
He wasn't a fan of the face?
I think I remember. I couldn't find the chat afterwards.
Oh.
He's like, I thought he said 150 for that face. And I'm like, face is
Maybe
okay.
he meant that there's only one face on it. I think one of them has two faces, but like.
Yeah, I guess. You're probably right.
Oh, yeah. Hasbro's doing something this coming Friday. I guess they're announcing a 4-pack. I wonder
Gotta
how.
be right.
Oh, and this. I think, yeah, that's pinless. So it looks like they're doing an updated Fantastic Four line, and I'm guessing it's going to be using. It better be using new figures, like new bucks, because they switched everything pinless now. So they better all be pinless. Otherwise, it's going to be reuse city. I mean, I think I still have the.
Sorry, I mean to skip that quickly.
No, you're right. I'm dying over here.
Don't die.
I can't handle things around my neck, dude. I think I still have the Thing figure from the Walgreens one that they put out, and that one was pretty decent actually. Although this, I wonder if this will be a movie version.
Hold on. Stand by. There it is.
What? Oh, we made it.
Hey, this is really choppy for me, at least. I don't know.
Looks great over here.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Did you restart your computer, Pete?
Trying to figure this out. Hold on one second.
Got an issue. He has a tissue.
If you have an issue, it's a tissue.
Did you have any questions about the Ramen Man?
I think he's still going through the settings. Hold on. There it is. I think it's catching up for him. It buffers and then it's like, whoop, you're in.
Yeah, this is not working for me.
Can you elaborate?
It's like really robotic for me.
Oh,
I know it's my problem.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
I can kind of hear it, like it's chopping up for me on this end.
I'm just kidding.
I'll try rebooting.
I'm a lonely toad.
All right, we'll be right back. He'll be right back, folks.
The loneliest toad that walks down the road. Toad's alone. I
wonder if that showed up on stream where it says Dirk is the chat.
Dirks.
Are we not doing Superman? Are you open to something else?
I was talking about Fantastic Four. I was wondering if that's going to be MCU version of the figures.
Or I assume it's the new because of that logo at the top.
Maybe. I guess, yeah. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people. Yeah, it has to be that.
There's no way they would tease it with that logo and just be like, just kidding.
You're right. A lot of collectors seem to prefer the old, like the comic original appearances, like Pete does. I'm one or the other. I'm not super specific. I like what appearance I like more. But yeah, I guess you're right. This has to be something like that.
What's the clip I just saw the other day? Maybe it was yesterday. I saw a clip from the movie, and it just occurred to me who she's in the mission. She was in the Mission Impossible before this. Why am I blanking on her name? She's probably her beauty. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I can't think of her name.
Vanessa Kirby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another name I can never remember is the guy who played Shocker in
Jamie Foxx.
No, in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh,
Woodbine.
Oh, 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗁. He plays the sheriff in Afterlife.
Yeah. He's in a lot of stuff, actually.
Yeah. I like.
Yeah.
I always. Yeah. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me in retrospect about Afterlife was they were like, and 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗁 has joined Afterlife. He's in it for 5 minutes.
Oh, 𝗀𝗏𝗃
has joined the stream. Well, that's a good sign.
Derek's.
That's a good sign. Load. His camera's on. It's just load.
Why it's so choppy for me?
There you go. Green. He's in the green now.
Chop, chop.
Hey. Chop, chop, chop. How are you now? Sounds good now. You doing now? How we doing now? Is it good now? I don't like
Anyway,
those sound effects. Those aren't as good as they used to be.
Pedro, did you have any questions about the? I'm sorry, Durkathan. Did you have any questions about the ramen?
This is still super choppy for me, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god, I'm gonna put you on a fucking cutting board then. Try a different browser.
Well, I just rebooted and I'm using Chrome and nothing else is open.
Well,
we're gonna have to figure that out because I have Chrome open and 3 other instances of Chrome and Windows
All right,
Edge.
I'm gonna bug you guys on chat. Bye.
Okay, bye. He's gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, so far this has been pretty great.
He's gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to arrange that.
All right. Anyway, continue on.
We're just not gonna let Zack Snyder's Superman die. I don't like the way this figure looks.
I don't care for it either. I have a lot of. I don't feel generally positive towards bootleg figures.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like crap to me.
The head sculpt looks terrible. The body's a little bulky.
Yeah, he's not that big.
No, I mean like stuffy. Like.
And where's his mustache?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that figure. Not a fan.
Oh, there it is. Oh, good. I can't clip on that picture. It's a great website. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm glad they put it all the way at the bottom.
You're really good at this, Dan.
This site I've never seen before.
Listen, this site has done a lot for the community.
No, it hasn't. The shit. Well, that looks terrible.
Oh, yeah, that looks bad. Looks like a computer character.
All right, moving on. I hate it. This is all the Batman stuff makes me want to watch the series again, the animated series.
I never got into the series.
That's a series we talk about our worries about the animated stuff coming out for Ghostbusters. This puts me at ease.
To know something 33 years ago was good.
Well, no, because they still had the movies coming out. Didn't affect. Well, I mean, the one movie sucked, but it didn't affect it either way. In that way, there was no worry. God, and the cartoon, the quality, the content and quality of that cartoon is.
I'm not really a fan of the way that looks. I mean, it looks partially because it's capturing the animated look and feel. So
that's a good sculpt right
this
there.
This is 1/6 scale. I don't understand why he sends stuff that's outside of his collection. So this is a 12-inch. This is a 12-inch Batman.
Oh. Didn't know Batman was that big.
Mondo's is, I think, $100 cheaper, and I think looks a little bit better. Although the articulation is going to be wanting. I think this also has soft goods on it. So this is available for pre-order. Oh shit!
Excludes tariff surcharge. Wait, what's that?
Cherno Alpha.
Oh wow!
It's another one that same studio put out.
Jeez.
It's the other thing that I received from Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh, we talked about that with the LEDs and everything.
What?
12.9. The one you have with the LEDs and it lights up and such.
Oh, I should probably stop buying these things because I already have the NECA 18-inch ones, and they're awesome.
What's stopping you?
They're expensive.
This is a cool figure.
That's not really stopping me as much as it's just delaying me. I'm bummed because I didn't get the Crimson Typhoon. What is going on here? A little concerned. Oh no, that's fine actually. Oh, fumes. Woo!
Yeah, Pete, we're gonna have to sort that out because this is really working well on all fronts. We're gonna have to figure out why it's not working for you.
Oh my god, this thing smells potent. But no,
What?
from like the plastic and everything.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Oh my god, it's huge. That's what she said.
It's a 12-inch figure, dude. Ooh, his feet are cold. Die-cast.
I was gonna say it's die-cast, right?
The
Good.
details are so good. He's got little flaps on his ass. He has ass flaps. Oh man, this thing is awesome. all his little chest pieces open up. And then yep, they're gonna light up. Oh god, this is the part that's concerning me right now is this thing. It's a little
I
scary.
can't switch them out. Nice.
I don't want it to pop off.
Don't break it. You just got it.
Dude, I'm very scared that I'm going to break it. I won't even lie. I don't know how it's supposed to really sit. I feel like it's supposed to angle more. But anyway, inside of these, they all light up. This little thing is going to light up. I don't know if the turbines are going to light up. But man, this figure looks great. Oh. He's
So you're
cool.
gonna pre-order this one too?
Yeah.
I knew you would.
Gypsy Danger, of course I am. It's Gypsy Danger.
These other things, I'd rather wait for Pete to be here for. So, do you want to call it a night?
What other things?
We got Bride of Chucky, the Berserker, Saget.
We could talk about them. That's fun.
All right. Cool.
The Chucky figures from Mayfix. There's no specific reason that he's bringing those up other than just to spread knowledge about the fact that Mayfix is doing them. I don't know if this is a reissue or if it's going to be an entirely new figure. But yeah, Berserker we talked about last week, but we didn't have any more pictures. So we have some more pictures of that. We should. Further down?
God, I hope so.
No, there were more pictures that he sent.
For fuck's sake. We've got to come up with a better way to share links, man.
He sent more pictures of it.
I know that. I'm saying, but I go back and collect it all, and I miss some of the shit.
You make me so mad sometimes.
Well, then you... I know you're kidding, so I'm going to hold off. You son of a bitch.
No, you're right. On Toy Arc, there's like nothing. Weird.
Hold on. I saw another. Give me a second.
I saw it. Anyway, Berserk is it's a comic that Keanu Reeves collaborated with. Yeah, here we go. Thank you.
I got your backs. Can we go to the fucking pictures, you piece of shit? Thank you.
So this is just like I don't know actually what the basis of the comic is, but he looks like a badass Punisher type. Like a different version of Jonathan Wick. Thoughts on Ballerina, by the way?
Thoughts on what?
The John Wick universe movie. Ballerina.
I don't have thoughts on it. I'm more mad at that they tricked me. I thought there was another John Wick movie coming out, but it was just the making of the four movies.
I didn't see the fourth one yet. What is this?
I still haven't watched the first 15 minutes of the first one because I absolutely refuse. I got the message. You killed this dog. I don't want to see that. Thank you. I don't want to see him kneel next to a dog. I'm good. It's all the motivation I need. You killed the world for that dog.
You like dogs?
I prefer operas.
You like dogs. You like dogs.
I like dogs.
It comes with some cool accessories, though.
Yeah, it does.
It's pretty cool. Like the little spike bat. I don't need this figure. I don't need this figure. I'm gonna read the comic and then I'm gonna need the figure.
Matt, you don't get to.
You know what I like about this little instruction booklet?
What does that have to do with anything? What did I say that I get to have Daredevil thrown in my face again? I'm never gonna fucking watch it. How about that?
Don't you fucking threaten us with you.
Now you've ruined it for me. I will never watch it. Just like Pacific Rim, I've never seen it because my sister pissed me off so much about it. I will never see that fucking movie. See it yet? You see it yet? You see it yet? You see it? No, I'm not gonna see it now. You bitch. Oh, I'm on Facebook. I shouldn't do that. I don't care. And then I also have flashbacks of this goddamn John Wick. Never need to see it. Oh, I've seen the movie.
No,
I don't need to see the first 15 minutes because I can't deal with a dog dying. Why has that got to do with me not seeing Daredevil?
You should watch that scene, but then just skip over it because before it's still fine.
Well, I mean, I've skipped. No, I mean that's straw man. What are you, Republican?
Honestly, I specifically watched the first 15 minutes of the movie.
This thing you wanted me to blow your mind right now. This was used on a wrestling angle in 1998. Chucky.
What?
Chucky was used in character as on a wrestling storyline in 1998. That version of Chucky with the voice actor and everything.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was really bad. Except he had one good line about the wrestler he was talking shit on. Why don't you come down here? And he goes, "You'd like that, wouldn't you, Ricky? You've been playing with dolls all your life. At least that's what your mother tells me." I'm like, oh, we're doing this on prime time, huh? All right. But that movie, I like Chucky.
I've never seen them.
He used to terrify me as a child. I couldn't sleep with my back to the door.
The trailer for it scared me when I was a kid because on Tommy Boy VHS, there's a trailer for it.
Oh,
It used to scare me.
Yeah, that's a problem. No, I hear you.
Oh,
no, here it is. How can I? Oh, yeah, there you go. There it is, live on TNT, 1998.
Wow.
And they led up to it for weeks. The lights would flicker and you'd hear laughing. And I was like, oh, I should have known it was Chucky. I know the laugh. And then people would be like, what was that? Move on. And then Chucky starts cutting a promo on Rick Steiner over here.
Chucky featuring the mom from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. And Star Trek 4. The one with the whales.
The whales.
And then we have something for Pete that he can't comment on.
Sagat?
Sure. How do we pronounce it? Sagat?
Yeah. Although when Bob Saget died, I did make a picture where I put Bob Saget's face on him.
We regret to inform you announce the passing of Saget from Street Fighter Alpha.
This is Storm Collectibles, right?
Yeah, Storm Arena,
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Pete. You're welcome.
I mean, dude, it's weird that Storm's doing this whole new approach to them, but like, Storm does a good job.
Yeah, looks good. I don't know about the knees and the legs, but what else can you do if you want that much motion, you know?
Honestly, even Mayfex, it's there, dude.
You know who didn't see that Chucky promo? Daredevil.
Elbow's the same thing. Like it's
Yeah, but he heard it though.
You can't really hide.
Hold that up again.
You can't really hide joints, dude.
No, I know.
Like it's one of the downsides of figures, and I've said it before. Like you're always gonna have seams on the bodies, and especially when it gets range of motion, you're gonna have kind of unseemly seams.
Unseemly scenes. And there's the name of the episode. It looks cool though.
Figure looks great, dude. Storm Collectibles did a good job with their line. It looks like now they're just kind of, well, this is different Street Fighter than what they put out before. I don't know what those were based off, but this looks like they're sticking with Street Fighter.
He's starting to piss me off.
I know who can't see joints, the cops, because if they
Ray
see
Charles,
joints, they arrest you. I didn't realize this was a bear.
Well, yeah, because the promo pictures showed that. You can't really. Of course, then I read that it was a bear.
Yeah, I always saw, like, I looked at the promo picture really fast and didn't pay much attention to it. It didn't sink into my mind that was a bear. It looks decent. The mouth is a little deep because bears don't have like a big gaping maw. But
It used to be a section of the website rotten.com. It's called the Gaping Maw. It's my favorite thing to use against trolls when I used to troll a lot. Shut your gaping maw and be quiet.
looks like a unique approach to the foreleg joints too.
Don't know why it reminds me of Thundercats.
Me neither.
Reminds me
I don't
of
know how
Battle
it's
Cat.
supposed to see with the helmet over its eyes though.
Battle Cat.
That's pretty cool though.
Remember Battle Cat?
No.
Well, you probably didn't watch Thundercats.
No, I didn't.
You son of a bitch. Not you, though.
Moving along, sir.
Hold on. I'm doing two things here. Wait a minute a second. Hold on. Come on.
Do you want me to really piss you off, dude?
Here. I still have that function. I just was trying to bring up Battle Cat so you can see why I'm thinking that. There it is. Thank you. Piece of shit. Battle Cat with armor.
Oh, that. You said, have you ever watched Battle Cats?
No, Thundercats. Battle Cat on Thundercats is what I was trying to say.
Battle Cats
go back in.
From Master of the Universe.
That's probably why I was getting them confused.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad you brought it up now because it was like you're
right.
Different.
No, you're right. No, you're right because
yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
It happens.
I can't believe Kelly didn't come in here and smack me yet. Well, you idiot! It's the wrong fucking cartoon.
Yeah, right era, but wrong cartoon.
Yeah, they shared the screen at one point, didn't they? Sure.
Look at those little guys. Hey, weren't those in the Smurf trailer?
Yeah,
they
they
don't have knives in that though.
Oh my! I can't wait to show Kelly that stupid Smurf trailer after.
I don't like that it has goblin heads hanging on its.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, like little trophies. That's kind of cool.
You ever hear of a joke that you ever hear, Pete? Have you ever heard the expression of beating a dead horse? That's what you're doing right now. And the only other thing was something I found that was cool. I do have two things that I am saving for when Pete comes onto the onto the mic. I kind of want that a lot.
Why?
Because I love Phantom of the Opera.
As much as you love Wuthering Heights?
No. I was extremely disappointed.
This is not something I expected you to pull up, honestly.
I used to be. I get it from Mom. She's a huge Halloween monster thing, and I had a phase where I was all about monsters in the pocket, monster movies, horror movies. Okay. But this did extend from knowing that the musical and seeing the musical, and then finding out that it's based on a book, and then a movie, and then another movie. Right. So I went, backwards as a kid. I'm talking about like 6, 7 years old, watching Phantom of the Opera and the movie, and getting the book and being thoroughly confused until reading it later when I was a bit older. But yeah, that's a badass figure, and I kind of want it. Plus, I also happen to know one of my best friends is Lon Chaney's great grandkid. I'm not even kidding. Oh, great grandkid. Sorry. Great grandkid? Yeah. That's really badass looking. Now, the only thing that makes me want is I want NECA to do a version of that suit from the musical because it's really it's the same color. It doesn't do anything weird. It's just badass looking. And
it's kind of a bummer NECA isn't making the figures for Ghost, honestly. Ghost, they would do a better job than Super 7.
I like the figure. I keep looking at the head. I have it down here, the head, and it just doesn't. How do I?
Yeah.
Why can't I now? Why can't I do it now?
It looks fine from this distance.
So I can't bring my picture here. All right. Here. I don't know. What do you think?
It still looks. You'll have to send a picture to me separately. It looks fine. It's not focusing on. Don't spit on it.
No, I was blowing it. I was blowing his head. Don't get me started, Matt.
Don't blow his head on stream.
I hope the platform isn't going to be janky. Well, it was janky for only you, so we're gonna have to figure that out, bud. Sorry. Where is the? Here it is. I kind of want this. I want a figure of this though, but I'll take the movie one. The original, but that it looks better when it's being worn. But I couldn't find a picture of it. But anyway, I thought that was really cool. And that also connects to the other things I found for Pete. But Pete's got to, get it on there and get it working for me to show him.
Remember the whole beating a dead horse thing? You're doing it too.
Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose with him because he kept doing it.
Okay. What's the other thing?
That was it.
Oh, you said you had 2 things.
No. The other 2 things are I'm waiting for when Pete is here.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to wait. Well, actually, he's watching, so I'll show the one. Here, we'll end on this. Since he didn't react originally, we'll just watch it here.
Warning! I am detecting abnormal teleportation energy readings. Incoming! No! Through the portal, brave warriors!
Ready to rumble!
We're lean, we're green, and we're mean! Want to make this a team up? The more the merrier, bro! Now this is a dream team!
DLC available on launch.
Frogs, dudes!
Doesn't really mean it's DLC. It just wasn't available to put on the physical game.
It said DLC.
No, I know that, but I'm saying if it's available on launch, it was like we just couldn't put it on the
Spirit
game.
Robo, bro! Party time!
I thought that was cool.
My
dad's birthday.
I think that game might suck.
If it's move-based RPG, I think maybe it'll be okay. Like those top-down Ghostbusters games. Man, I hated that. I really wanted to like them, but I'm like, oh, God. But I'm thinking, man, if they were kind of RPG-based a little more, I think it would have been okay. But I don't know. We'll find out.
For some reason, what you just said reminded me of like the Army Men video games. You remember those?
I do remember those, yeah. PlayStation 1, right?
Probably. They put out the one for PS2.
Oh God, there's a lot of them. Jeez.
My parents, when me and my brother got the PS2 that Christmas, they got us that game, and boy, that game was so bad. It was literally just you and your friend would just like walk forward and just like kind of strafe side to side and shoot enemies. Like, it was so bad.
Here, we'll get this going. Eventually, we'll get to yours.
This looks like the one that I actually did enjoy on the Game Boy.
Yeah, that was a port of the PlayStation one.
But like, even the Game Boy really didn't have much to do with being a toy. Like, this one has toasters, the oven, and roaches and stuff like that. Like, it makes sense. But
Jesus,
you blow up a lighter.
That's the one I remember, Army Men 3D.
Yeah, this I didn't play, but I'm also like, why is this an Army Man game? Like, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that it's a little plastic figure.
Other than it's a little plastic figure.
Right, like literally.
But I'm saying there's
the only thing.
Yeah, it's not on a miniature like table or in the kitchen or any of that crap. Air Attack. I don't remember that at all. There's too many of these.
This is Air Attack 1.
There's more than one?
The one at the end of the title implies that there's a sequel at least.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
This is the one for Game Boy.
The one you yep. Yeah, Game Boy Color. I remember there was a lot of
it was I had fun with it actually. It wasn't great, but it was fun.
There was a lot of
Smurfs. Hell yeah.
There was a lot of ports that came out towards the end of the Game Boy Color.
Seeing a new Smurf trailer. Hell yeah.
I mean, actually, it would be whack. Such a bad trailer.
Air Tactics.
There you go. That's miniature. There you go.
Yeah, using a garden sprinkler to increase your altitude. Because helicopters apparently don't have that ability built in.
Yeah, that's odd.
And carrying a green crayon. I had to remember what those things were called.
Crayon. I'm just trying to get to the one you played.
I don't know if it's going to pop up. Scroll over
all of them.
Scroll over the preview a little bit.
Yeah, it's coming. Why were the...
No, it's PS2. It's beyond this.
I know, it's coming. It's coming.
Are you sure?
Yes. It says all of them from 98 to 25.
They don't want to sit and watch all other 80 of them.
That one?
No. No.
Hold on. Game Boy Advance. That one?
Yeah, this one.
Green Rogue.
Yeah.
So it's Contra without the aliens and toys.
Maybe.
What's going on? Anyway.
But, it was not good. It was.
So can I post Daredevil jokes? I mean, do whatever you want. Nobody listens to me anyway. Why don't you just get on the make sure the computer works? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Carrying your ass right now.
This is the Sunday show, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your evening.
If you didn't, that's a shame. You should come back next week and enjoy it.
Yes.
My shoulder hurts. I hate it.
If I don't know if you want to hear more of our thoughts, but every Sunday, we do this at 8:00, where we talk about all this kind of stuff. Next week, Pete will hopefully be on with some hopefully it provides some more updates on things that he's working on, because we didn't really touch the Shadow Moses side of things at all tonight.
It's interesting. He says that it's a jank platform and not his computer, but he has to reboot anytime he comes onto the show. Obviously, he's not your computer.
So Pete just said that it's a year-old jank computer problem. I'm on a MacBook, so it works for me.
You've used like 3 different ones now. If he's going to air this, I am actually going to lose my shit with him. So let's end the show before I actually get mad.
Anyway, Dan Law's getting mad. Dan has a new episode of something.
Fucking different thing. It's only my money I'm spending. Fuck
Dan has a new thing that he's doing tomorrow. You have a podcast tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, the Umbra. An old friend has returned from the shadows, and we're starting a ghost podcast. She's a bigger ghost fan than I am. And she's not from America, so it's going to be at 2.
2 Eastern Standard Time.
Right here, same. It'll be at 2:00. Same bat channel, not the same bat time. Though.
Not the same bat channel. It's going to be on danlaw.twitch.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you're on YouTube, not the same bat channel.
Yeah.
If you're on the other platforms, I'm going to change the Shadow Moses password. If you are on the other platform, it will be the same bat channel.
Microsoft. I have a subscription at Teams if you want to use Teams.
Next, we're going to use the same operating system that was on the scanners at Toys R Us.
Let's see what Diamond's putting out. We'll use that.
Yeah. Oh wait. For Pete, who couldn't be bothered, and for Matt, you can follow Pete at ShadowMoses112, the website ShadowMoses112.com. If you're looking for any of the things he is making and selling, you go there. ShadowMoses112 on YouTube. I'm at DanLaw83 on all platforms. That was a car. Did you hear that?
I heard something. Yeah, wasn't sure what it was.
And Matt is not on any platforms. Fuck off. Anything else, Matt? Before we go,
if you're off work tomorrow, have a good one. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. Have a good week, everybody.
Yeah, so for Memorial Day, don't thank them for their service. Apologize for the ones they lost. There's a difference. Idiots.
Go see Sinners. See Thunderbolts.
Yes, go see Thinner, Thunderbolts, and Mission Impossible.
They remade that Stephen King movie.
I hope. End it halfway. I can be alive.
If you're gonna fart, do it in the bag and then throw it in someone's face.
Or do it right at the moment in Oppenheimer before the A-bomb goes off. Great timing.
You have a cup of fart? Cup of fuck off. Bye!
I don't know how to do this. That's the one.